Hey guys, welcome back to Becoming Soulful Wives, and we are looking into how to become a very loving wife, how to love your husband unconditionally, how to be an ambitious wife, not losing focus on the family, and how to be a never give up woman. So we have been sharing and practicing a lot of small actionable items. And last video, I was telling you silence is one of the dangerous tool we can use in a marriage. It will break the marriage. It will screw up the entire uh, effort you put in a relationship. And uh, we are going to understand why your husband will why a husband becomes silent, uses a silence as a tool whenever there is a difference of opinion. He might be silent when you are arguing with him, when you are saying something, and when he doesn't like something. He uses silence as a treatment because your communication might involve any of these things. So you might uh, you're talking your when you're communicating with him, you might suggest something which is he's not interested in doing. You might have a lot of advice in your communication. You might judge him, you might criticize him when you're talking, or you might he might sense that you are trying to control him through your fight and through your communication. So he is sensing that you might suggest something, you might advise, you might be judgmental, you are criticizing him, you are trying to control him. Even if you're not doing any of these, the very tone that you use, he might not like it. That is why he is using silence as a treatment to put an end to whatever is happening. So whenever there's a fight, when a husband is using silence as a treatment, please watch yourself. When you're communicating with him, are you suggesting him to change? Are you advising him to behave the way you wanted him to behave? Are you judging him and using a lot of words which is hurting him, his ways of behaving? Are you criticizing him and hurting him? Are you trying to control him? Or is your tone very rude and bossy and tells that you're not respecting him? Find out what you're doing, observe yourself, because you're doing all this not for the sake of your husband. Please understand, my dear wives, you're doing all this because you are trying to become a better person. So when you are making your husband happy, you're making yourself a better person, you're making yourself a better leader, you're making yourself a better entrepreneur. When you practice something at home, definitely those are the skills which is going to help you in your profession as well. If you're going to be super duper good in your profession and when you come home you're just the opposite person, I'm sorry, you're not authentic with yourself. You might become very successful superficially because you are a different person in your profession and you're a different person at home. So don't do that. So as a loving wife, as an ambitious wife, if you want to be very successful in your profession and in your business as well, these are the leadership qualities we are practicing. When you're ready to practice your leadership qualities, learn and practice the leadership qualities for somebody, for the sake of money, for your sake of your business or sake of a company promotion, why don't you do that in a relationship? Ultimately, you're going to become a better leader. So if you develop a leadership qualities at home, definitely these are going to help in your profession, business, and you're going to be a very, very successful person. So how do you break the silence of your husband if at all he is using that as a tool? Don't be very suggestive. Stop advising. Stop being judgmental. Never criticize. Stop trying to control him and have a very soft tone. Don't have a very intimidating tone. You will not do this in your office, right? Even when you're in a professional place, you will, even if you want to suggest something, your tone will be very humble, very persuasive, very influencing. Even if you want to advise somebody, you will help them to get the mindset ready to receive your advice. Even when you're judgmental with somebody in your business or in your office, you are not going to straight away bluntly tell them. If you're going to do that, you will be stuck in the middle management. You will not go to the top management. So criticism, judgment, trying to control somebody, even in your profession, you will demonstrate a leadership quality in giving a constructive criticism, in being non-judgmental and helping them to grow, so that if they grow, if it is your subordinate, if they grow, you're going to grow. And if it is your senior, if you're nice to him, you are going to get the promotion. And in your business, if you're nice to people, you will get your business thrive. Same way, your husband is using silence, then make sure that you watch yourself whether you're suggestive, advising, judgmental, critical, a lot of negative criticism, and you're a control freak, or simply your tone is very intimidating, irritating. So silence is not a good tool. If your husband is using that, break the silence by being non-suggestive and non-critical, and stop being a control freak. Thanks for watching. I'll come back again with another beautiful tip to be a loving wife. Please love your husband unconditionally. If it is beyond help, then you can take a major decision. You can take professional help. There are a lot of things. But if you have decided to be in a marriage, please make sure that you work towards a happy marriage by working on your leadership qualities. So these are leadership qualities as a wife. So learn that and practice that on your husband. Instead of practicing that on an unknown person in your corporate world or in your business, your husband is a nice person. He was once upon a time a cute little boy grown up as a man with all the values, all the different things he learned from his environment. So little more empathy, little more understanding. You are developing a leadership quality. Ambitious women who want to be a leader, start your leadership qualities at home. Please like, share, and subscribe for more tips. Let's both of us, by sharing this, you will save a marriage, you will save beautiful children, and all the husbands will be peaceful, happy, focusing on their work, and they'll be stress free. And we'll stop having jokes on marriages. Okay. Thank you so much. I'm Vimala Rane signing off. We'll come back again with another beautiful video on becoming a very loving wife and on becoming a leader. Thank you.